Hello, hello! Welcome back to the Road to 56 mod in Hearts of Iron 4. They had said they're going to play Brazil, even though it's not on my little list document of nations I want to play. I thought I'd play this mainly because a few months back when I was recording, I mass recorded like 5 or 6 videos. This was one of them, actually. Not this exact one you're watching, but obviously I recorded a Brazil thing where I put like the Emperor in power, yada yada yada. Basically, I wanted to actually do a video on Brazil. I thought it's interesting, it has a lot of potential, alongside a couple other South American nations. So let's roll. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay. I've noticed the most interesting part about that is there's a new flag for the military junta. Okay, yeah, because they could go communist as well. I'm curious to see what happens with that one. Okay, another interesting course of events here. Stalin's been removed from power. That means they're going, I assume, yeah, fifth column and yeah, counter. Okay. Ah, it was the right one. Okay, cool. I think, I don't know. I know we're doing imperialism instead of the industrial focuses. Okay, so now we have the option for him to be, to basically be the emperor and then of the authoritarian party or the fascist party, essentially. One small complaint that I do have is that pretty much all of my companies, industrial concerns, and a lot of my political advisors are all locked behind focuses, which is all well and fine, but when my only options are to get this guy, and my political demagogues, it's not great. Oh, Japan is going through a civil war too. Oh, there we go, lads. We've got a new capital out here in the middle of Brazil. It's actually the real-life capital in the modern day, by the by. Alright, so we're getting into the expansion part of the tree now. We'll take Uruguay, which allows us to also integrate Uruguay, which is pretty epic. We can then do diplomatic sovereignty, this one, and then we can get decisions, apparently, to annex the Platine Basin, which I am assuming means Argentina. Oh boy, here we go. Damn, got 1,000 guns out of that. It's pretty good. And there we go. We can slap that bad boy, and in 60 days, we'll have a core on Uruguay. Pretty epic. Oh, I invited Peru in my faction. Alright, so judging by my Air Force deployment, you probably see I've made a decision. I'm just gonna stop training, let these guys org up, and then we're gonna click the funny button. Alright, so managed to push them to this river line here, which was my first initial goal. And we're slowly trying to break it in this tile, and I'm trying to take Rosario because it has a supply hub. But the plan is, you can kind of see by this, to kind of do kind of a sweeping move across the northern part of the country, and then do a push down through the south. I also do have a collab government that's going to go off once I get 2 more support equipment for it, which will make life a little bit easier, but I don't foresee this being too difficult. I just prefer it to get out of the way now rather than later. look at that, boys. Brazilian troops enter Buenos Aires. Yeah, so the operation here was almost flawless. I actually got this guy encircled on accident, but I can actually unencircle him by just doing that. But basically went off that a hitch. We ended up encircling a bunch of Argentinians to the north, which, I think that doled out their numbers quite a bit, considering they had like double our troop count going into this, and they have probably a little less than us now, so I will admit Peru has actually been kind of helpful here, so maybe I won't kick Peru out of the faction, them and their 9 divisions, or maybe I will. And of course, as the filthy, aggressive, conquering warmonger that I am, I just went ahead and took everything. So yeah, our troops are very well trained. Jeez. So the Russians are making a move on Manchuria. Interesting. Also, didn't realize that there's still an autonomous government of or whatever, an imperial protectorate of Japan. So yeah, but also I think France is actually actively helping Tojo win. Yeet! And another one bit the dust. Also, I am gonna try to be a little scummy on guns, well, sport equipment in particular. Just I'm improving relations with some various nations, like the British Raj and Italy. Well, YOLO. Well, look at that. It's 1938, and we're looking actually not that bad on the map. I'm kind of surprised. I figured this would look uglier than this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 South American nations to go, plus the 3 Europeans that still infest our soil. And of course they all have units here. Why wouldn't they all have units here? I did recruit, and 13 more divisions. Naturally, and I'm also going to be recruiting another 8 as well to add to the actual main army. In terms of who we're attacking next, that should be we go to here. That would be what we do, but we can't actually do this tree because we're not fascist. So manually justify, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, need to sit up in the squeaky chair. So, Iran declared war in Iraq. Yeah, big whoop. But then they formed a fucking faction with Manchuria and Austria, which means that they're probably going to have a war with the Soviets. Also, the Afghan economy. Interesting. Oh, Colombia. You're starting a war with... Oh, he's war against Ecuador, too. Interesting. Okay. Ah, so Colombia is actually just getting destroyed right now. With the combined power of Panama and Ecuador, so, guess who got a war goal? You know, I don't think I fully thought this one through. Oh, there we go. Look at that. The perfectly legitimate and not time-consuming whatsoever means we have taken Colombia. Is there railroads linking up there, by the way? There are not. I am going to build one because, spoiler alert, after No Step Back, railways do be kind of important, though. Well, speaking of the devil, he declared war on Greece. Man, that's a real shame. They were just starting to like push a new offensive against Iraq, and then Russia just kind of showed up and, you know, squashed them. Oh, Venezuela, this is the end for you, I'm afraid. And there's Venezuela now dealt with. So we've got 3 nations left. Yes, we have 3 nations left. One of those being Ecuador, the other being Chile, and the third being our ally, Peru. Unfortunately for Peru, they will eventually have to come into the fold, because how else am I gonna unite South America? Well, I think this counts as an interesting development, but China's in the Comintern. And they're about to... oh boy. Yeah, this is just real, it's a real doozy, isn't it? Oh, the unification of Iberia. Capital is Lisbon, which that means that it's communist Portugal. Hey, yo, what the hell? And Japan! Oh, there we go. Tojo, the man, the myth, the Tojo. Interesting. So, all of the Chinese factions white peaced Japan, but they're still in factions that are at war with the Japanese, so... okay. Oh, Italy. Oh, Italy made, like, naval landings there. Okay, interesting. Alright, I guess. Whatever floats your boat. Also, we're attacking Peru. You can't see it, but when I saw those 2 events for the faction joining of both sides of Chile, I just kind of compressed my face into my hand and really slowly blinked and shook my head. So this means in order to get Chile, we have to fight one of 2. We have to fight both. All right, boys. So here's the deal. I'm out of time to record for today. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we're gonna turn this into the first actual 2-parter that I'm gonna do here, because I do very much want to fight the Iberian Socialist Republic and like save Portugal from the rigors of communism, but also I really want to eat dinner. So what I'm thinking is sometime, probably in the next few weeks, you will see a second part to this Empire of Brazil game, in which it might be a shorter one, it might be a longer one, depends how I'm feeling when I'm playing it, but we will, at the very least, take the fight to the Iberian Socialist Republic and liberate Portugal. That's what we're going to be doing with this one. So this is going to be it for this, I guess, this part 1, I guess, is what we'll probably end up calling it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I certainly enjoyed playing it. Don't be afraid to comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out for now, boys.